Hey guys, it's King. I wanted to do a new take on a video for my channel, so you're gonna have to hear my horrible voice, but the video is a how-to on using the bow in Monster Hunter. Now the bow is relatively simple. You actually have, a lot of stuff you can do with it, but overall it's just a simple weapon. Like any other weapon, when you push R2, you have a draw attack. For the bow, you just shoot once. You can actually walk around with the bow and hold R2 to charge it, and that'll, increase the damage. You can aim with L2, and the little circle that's inside the reticle or the aiming point is called critical distance. Now if I walk back, you can see that the circle is gone. That means that, I'm not in critical range or critical distance. If I shoot once, that gives me 8 damage. If I walk up, I'm in critical distance, shoot again, 14 damage. Critical distance is really important, so, it allows you to utilize all the damage. Charging attacks give you a little bit more damage on attacks, so it's like, I shot once, I got 14 damage. Charge once, that's 20. Charge twice, 25. Now the Legiana armor set is, I guess you could say it's meant for the bow. It's the one I'm wearing right now. It gives me an extra charge for the bow. So if I charge 3 times, I get 26 damage off in 3 shots. Now the cool thing with the bow is that you can actually dash, and the dashing actually increases the charge for your bow, so if you want to shoot, you can shoot it. Dashing, you can do as much, but it takes up a lot of stamina to actually use it. But it is really useful in the long run if you, want to do some like Legolas type shit or something like that. Now, another thing you can do with the bow is that when you shoot and then you dodge, if you shoot again and you don't aim or move your aim, it actually stays at the target point. If you didn't see that again, I'll do it again. I'm not very good at this. See? Now, you can move your aim. I don't really use the, still aim because I like to move my camera. It's just a habit of mine. Now pushing circle with the bow actually lets you shoot 3 shots, and that's more of a spread damage type thing. Now if you charge and you hold circle, you actually have this type of missile type thing. I'm not really sure what it's called, but when you shoot it, it does this. Now, doing this will actually cause the knockout effect on a monster if you hit its head. And if you keep shooting, and then you keep doing this, it actually helps a lot with fighting monsters because if they're up close, you're getting continuous damage. If it hits their head, they get knocked out on the floor, and you can just keep attacking. Another cool thing with this is that there's a thing called the Dragon Piercer. The Dragon Piercer is your strongest attack, but you cannot move during this moment. So, when you use Dragon Piercer, you can still aim, but moving is a no-go. Unless, you're hit out of the attack. Now that barrel over there is going to be tied into this. The Dragon Piercer goes through anything. And I basically just mean anything. So, for example, Dragon Piercer, shoot at this whole thing, and it got through and hit the barrel behind it. Now that's a cool thing. It helps a lot. If you aim at a monster, you will shoot down through it, and you'll utilize all your damage off it. You can potentially cut off tail with it. You can do, all sorts of stuff. You can get like explosive damage off of it. Another thing is that there are coatings. Coatings are different for every bow. The bow I'm using is the Legiana bow, which gives me power coating, poison coating, and sleep coating. Close range coating is the normal coating. I don't use it very much. I don't see the use in it, but, it's a thing. But power coating is what it sounds like. You equip it with triangle, and you can unequip it with triangle. And the power coating just increases your attack power. So now my attack power is 17 instead of 14. But, coatings, you have a limited amount of coatings, so Try not to waste them all. What I like to do sometimes is that I will go back to the camp and refill my coatings. Um, a cool thing you can do with the dash is that when you aim at a wall, or you're fighting a monster and you're near one of these, like, I guess you could say mushroom wall type things, if you just dash back, you can jump off the wall and shoot. I'm not sure if that does mounting damage because I don't use it very much, but it is a real cool thing to do, and it just makes me feel like a badass. Um, there is one more thing you can do with the bow. When you aim and you do the dash again, you can actually do a mount. And it's not a guaranteed mount, it's more mount damage than anything, but you do a melee attack where you hop up and attack, like this. Now that does 59 damage, but that's just because of the bow I have. It is a potential mounting damage, and you can get a mount off of it. So, if you want to mount, you can do it like so. With that out of the way, you don't... Now for the bow, you don't really have any cool slide attacks. So like, if I'm running down this hill and I push R2, all I really do is just shoot. I think you can hold, the trigger to get, an extra charge off, but it doesn't do much. It's the same thing for like when you're jumping off a cliff, you just jump off, push triangle, and it's just, you can do mounting damage off of that. There's really nothing else to the bow. Now, the bow, I do recommend using the bow. The bow is a really cool weapon. It's the easiest to use in, Monster Hunter World. In the past games, it was a little harder. I wasn't really too into it, but I love the bow in Monster Hunter World. I wouldn't stick with, a full set like me, because for me, I'm only using the set to get that extra charge off if I want to use like a sleep bomb type thing, and then use Dragon Piercer at its charge. I suggest a mixed set where you have more attack power and just utilize the damage. But the bow is a real cool weapon. I love using it. Hope you guys like this video. If you want more, please leave a like, subscribe. I may have missed a lot in using the bow, or, something else that I missed, but if I did, please leave a comment and tell me what I missed, and, I'll read it. Thank you, and have a nice day.